All right, so let's go ahead and begin CSS. And Patricia A, can you read this one?
Yes. The first page. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I have to click it. Okay, now. Welcome to CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. Cascading refers to the way CSS applies one style on top of another. Style sheets control the look and feel of web documents.
Sorry, I didn't mean
CSS. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just telling Roger to scroll up. Didn't mean to interrupt.
CSS and
Scrolling down. Maybe you need to zoom out. I don't know. Ah, there we go. And now maybe try zooming in, but like scrolling up.
I wonder if my monitor.
You know what? It'll be fine like that. It'll be fine. All right. Sorry. Keep going, Patricia.
Okay. CSS and HTML work hand in hand. HTML sorts out the page structure. CSS defines how HTML elements are displayed. To understand CSS, you should already have a basic knowledge of HTML. If you want to study HTML, check out our HTML course.
All right, and let's hit continue. And what do you think the answer is?
To style. Oh wait. To define the structure of web documents? No, wait.
No,
I'm sorry, to script web pages.
No, that'd be JavaScript.
Jesus. What is going on?
It's all good. So, all right, so what does CSS do? Like, remember HTML is the, kind of building blocks in the framework, and then CSS kind of makes it pretty, right?
Okay.
Decorates it and stuff. So what do you think the answer is?
To control the look and feel of web documents.
Perfect. All right. And Bill C, can you read this one? Hey, can you wait, one sec though. Can you try zooming in again? Because it's like so small. If somebody's watching this video, it's gonna be so small.
No, I can't.
Not even letting you zoom out.
There we go.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, all you, Bill.
Why use CSS? CSS allows you to apply specific styles to specific HTML elements. The main benefit of CSS is that it allows you to separate style from content. Using just HTML, all the styles and formatting are in the same place, which becomes rather difficult to maintain as the page grows. All formatting can and should be removed from the HTML document and stored in a separate CSS file.
So that's mostly true. You'll be learning about internal or embedded, external, and inline CSS, and the external is the doing CSS in a separate file, and then embedded is something you put like in the head of your document to style things specific to that page, and then inline is like you do it in the actual tag, and each of those do have different benefits. So yes, generally speaking, the vast majority of your stuff should be done in a separate file, but like if you're just doing one specific line of the thing, like none of the rest of your document's going to be different, and you're just having one line that is going to be a little bit different. It's fine to use inline CSS at that point, or even if it's just you want to style that everything for that page different than the embedded where you do it at the top. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You'll see once we get there, and I'll show you examples of all that because it probably didn't make sense to y'all yet. So, all right, let's hit continue.
Why use CSS? It allows for the separation of style and content.
Perfect. All right, let's continue. And Brian A., can you read this one?
Inline CSS, using inline style in one of the webs to insert a style sheet with an inline style and a unique style applied to a single element. In order to use the inline style, add the style attribute to the relevant tag. An example below shows how to create a paragraph with black background and white text.
Okay, scroll down.
The style attributes can contain any CSS property.
All right, so let's go ahead and, well, let's hit continue, but then we'll go ahead and actually, never mind. We'll do an example once we get through all three different types. Okay, hit continue. What's the answer?
Style.
Yes, good job. Let's hit continue. And then Mike, can you read the next one?
Yeah. Embedded or internal CSS. Internal styles are defined within a style element inside the head section of an HTML page. For example, the following code styles, all paragraphs. All paragraphs have a white font and a gray background. The internal style sheet may be used if one single page has a unique style.
Okay, let's go to click next. And what's the answer?
Where should the style tag be declared to organize an internal CSS in the head tag?
Perfect. Okay, and David S., can you read this one?
External CSS. With this method, all style rules are contained in a single text file, which is saved with the .css extension. This CSS file is then referenced in the HTML using the link tag. The link tag element goes inside the head section. Here is an example. Both relative and absolute paths can be used to define the href for the CSS file. In our example, the path is relative, as the CSS file is in the same directory as the HTML file.
Okay, let's hit continue.
Brandon, can I ask a quick question about that?
Yeah, well, yes, but hold that for 1 sec. Let's him answer so
Oh, sure, sorry.
he doesn't forget what he just read. What do you think the answer is here?
Fill in the blanks to call the external style sheet called test CSS. Head. Link.
Perfect. I don't know if you remembered that or if you saw Will giving it
I went back and looked.
whatever, as long as you got it, that works. Okay, so now let's go. What was your question?
So for the example they provided on that last slide, where it shows in the head tag linking to the style sheet, and then the body showing 3 paragraph tags, and the example producing 3 different paragraphs with that style. If you wanted to style a specific paragraph, would that be where you use divs, or would you assign like an ID or a class to the specific paragraph?
You could, but that's also where if you just wanted, like I was saying, just one paragraph and that's the only place it's going to be, then you could throw in the inline CSS at that point if it's just that paragraph.
So you can run concurrent inline style with a link to a style sheet?
Yes, and basically the one that is the closest to it takes precedence. So like if you styled all your paragraphs, let's say in Times New Roman, and then you did the inline and you wanted that one paragraph to be Helvetica or something, right?
Sure.
It's going to be the lowest level one. So the one that you styled Helvetica is going to take precedence. And even though the external one styles it for all the paragraphs, that it basically overrides that style. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Thank you very much. Sorry to everyone. I tend to
No,
be
no,
that
no,
guy
please.
with questions, so I sorry.
Please ask questions. And so now let's go show an example of all those. And I would like you guys to follow along too, so that you guys can go ahead and add an external style sheet as we do this. So can you pull up your Visual Studio? Okay, and then let's go to your main.py. So click those, yeah, right there. Click your main.py. Good. Okay, so can you zoom in a little?
Yeah, I'm gonna change my settings to see. How's that?
Oh,
That's
perfect.
great.
Perfect. Okay. So
Whoops.
what happened?
There we go.
Okay. So let's go ahead and on line 20 there, go ahead and add a paragraph tag and just type something inside the paragraph. I don't care what you type. That works. And then close your paragraph. You want to make it lowercase though.
Oh.
No worries. And then, okay, so go to your opening paragraph tag and go ahead and click inside it. So right after the P, but inside the tag, perfect. And then add a space and type style. And then type equals. And then double quotation marks. And then closing double quotation marks. And you generally want to do double quotation marks because then if in your styling or whatever, if you have to add quotes, you can add the single quotation marks still. But anyway, so now let's click inside those quotation marks and type, oh, there we go, and type color and then a colon and green. And then a semicolon. Okay. And go ahead and run the stuff from the drive. There you go. All right, and then yeah, let's control click that so we can open that browser. Oh, and click in your main.py somewhere and then hold Control S to save. Did you click it or did it? It looked like something happened, like it was gonna load, but then I don't see it pulling up. Did it pull up on the browser somewhere else?
I think it did. Let me try to find it. Thought it did.
Well, let's just hit
Hold on.
hit the plus sign to add a new tab, and we'll just go ahead and copy that. You can highlight it and copy the HTTP 127 stuff. Yeah, and then copy it, Control C, and go ahead and paste that in the new tab. And just Control V. Oh, I guess it didn't copy.
Oops.
So let's go back and, or actually, I'll just tell you what to type. I'll just tell you what to type. It's easy. Okay, so delete all that and just type 127. Oh, there you go. Just hit enter. It's already there. Okay. So as you can see, that's what we did to style that specific text as green. So now let's go back to your Visual Studio. Yeah. And now in your head tag, wait, do you have any other paragraphs? You don't have any other paragraphs. Okay, let's copy that something. Yeah, paragraph, copy that, and then go down a line and paste it like, and paste it, and then delete the style color green. Yeah, delete that, and then go ahead and we'll hit delete so it's right next to the P. There you go. And then copy that something paragraph that doesn't have any style and just paste it like 2 or 3 more times. Okay, so now let's go into the head. And so in your head, well, you got to be inside the closing tag. Yeah, there you go. And just like hit return. And go ahead and create an opening and closing style tag. And go ahead and click inside those style tags and hit enter like twice and then go up a line. Okay, and now put a P, just a lowercase p, and then the squiggly brackets. So you have to hold shift and then the brackets. Yeah, perfect. And hit enter, hit return. Okay, and then type color, and then and then a colon, and then red, and a semicolon. Semicolon. There you go. And hold Control S to save that. And let's go to your browser and hit refresh.
Can't see my refresh.
You might need to bring your Sololearn, or not Solo, your Zoom thing down. There should be a button. Oh, there, you got it. Okay, and as you see, like I was talking about before, the lowest level one overrides, even though all of the paragraphs were styled to be red, because we did it in as an inline one, which is the lowest level. It override making that one red and that one's still green, right? So now let's go ahead and go back to your Visual Studio. And so in line 29, go inside that paragraph. Yeah, inside the opening paragraph, and add a space and type class equals, and then double quotes, opening and closing. And then inside that class, name it change color, all one word. Okay, so now go up to your the head of your document, after your style tag, but still in the before the closing tag. So like click to the end of line 21 and hit enter. Okay, and now create a link tag. And add a space. Oh yeah, and then in that link tag, so click inside the link tag and add a space and type rel for relationship equals, and then double quotes and type style sheet. And then click outside the quotes, but in the tag still. So like right one, yeah, there you go. And then add a space and type H reference, hyperlink reference equals. Oh, no, you just type href. That's what I was saying. Href stands for that. So you can remember what that href. And then double quotes. And then add a slash static slash my css dot css. And you could name that CSS file whatever you want, but I'm just calling it my CSS file. So now we need to create that file that we just referenced. So what we were doing there is we were saying, okay, take the CSS sheet from this location and apply it to this page. So let's go to your static folder, and oh, well, actually first hit Control S to save that. Oh, good job. And then click on the static folder. Yeah, click, and then go to the new document little icon. Yeah, right there, perfect. And type my css.css, all lowercase like you did there.
But I had one created before from yesterday, I think.
Oh,
Does that matter?
well then, yeah, delete that and then drag that one into your static folder. So just click out of there. And then, yeah, drag that to your static folder. There you go, and let it go. Yeah. Okay. So now let's go ahead and click to the end of line 3 and hit enter. and type dot change color, because anytime you reference a class, you reference it with a period. So just period in the name means the class. Oh, sorry, dot. When I said dot, I meant period,
Oh,
and then change color, all one word. And then put the squiggly brackets and hit enter. So when you're referencing, so you can reference anything by either ID or by class. And I'm sure they'll explain it later, but the difference between ID and class is ID can only be, you have one ID is specific to that. You can only use an ID once, but a class, you can create a class. Like if we had this change color, we would be able to use it multiple times across multiple documents and many times even on that document. That way you can style it once and then just use it use it the style that you already wrote multiple times by just adding the class inside the whatever tag you're trying to change. But an ID is just for, you're just trying to change one specific tag. And so that's the difference between that. But anyway, but you have to do one of those in order to reference something in CSS, unless you're trying to change like all the paragraphs or the nav or whatever. You've got to either reference it by class or ID. But anyway, so let's do color and then colon green and then semicolon. And go ahead and save that. And let's go to your browser. And hit refresh. And so we can see that one, oh, did we do green already? Well, let's go back to the other one. Let's go back to your Visual Studio.
I have
And
the
go to your
background color up
main
here.
file. Oh, okay. We'll go to your main.py. Oh, well, it's overwriting what we did. Or scroll down. Or scroll up a little. Let's change color. Oh, yeah, we did that one green. Okay, so go ahead and change that, since we already used green. Change that to blue. And hit save. And then go ahead and go to the thing again and hit refresh. And there we go. So as you can see, that one, even though the we styled all the paragraphs red, right? We added that class in there. So even though it was from a it was from an external style sheet, it's not like on the external style sheet we just styled it as like all the paragraphs orange or something, right? Because in that case it wouldn't have done anything. But because we put that class identifier in there, it overrode the what happened with the embedded, or not, yeah, embedded, making it all red. So you can override things with your external style sheet. So any questions on all that? Was everybody able to follow along and create your own external style sheet and try out both the external, inline, and embedded? Because you guys will be using that a lot. So you're going to want to have made sure you understand how to do that. Is anybody not tracking that?
Yeah, mine has a problem.
Yours has a problem? Okay. Let me let you do screen share. Okay, and do screen share.
There's a problem here. I don't know what that is.
Just click out of that. Imports are incorrectly sorted or formatted. That's fine. It's not stopping you from it working. Go ahead and I think it's because you have spaces or whatever, but go ahead and click your development server. It should still work.
Where is that at?
Like control click on the 127.
Okay.
Maybe not. Okay, go back to your Visual Studio and scroll down to the bottom of your terminal. Okay, that's not saying anything. All right, go up to the top of your file right there, and just go ahead and delete line or delete, because you're not using session or request or redirect right now. So go ahead and delete those three on line 1 where it says session, request, and redirect.
This line 1?
Yeah, don't delete the whole thing, just where it says session, no, just session, request, and redirect.
Up to date?
Yeah. And delete all of line 2. And hold Control S. It's still hit the little light bulb that's right there. Okay, hit quick fix. Or yeah, hit that. Okay, cool. All right, hit Control S. And then now go to your browser. Why is nothing loading? Okay. Go back to your Visual Studio. Okay. Scroll down just a little bit. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Huh. All looks formatted correctly. Hit click in your terminal and hit Control C. And then rerun the stuff to start your terminal. Okay, and now go back to your browser and hit refresh.
not working.
should be given like at least an error or something. Okay, add /test to the end of it. And hit enter. Okay, so it's working. It's just saying you don't have anything on that page, which is weird. Okay, so go back to this, scroll up to the top. Okay, scroll down to the bottom, like the very, very bottom. Or well, up a little bit. Yeah, right there. Okay, you didn't mess with any of that. Okay, scroll back up. Look line by line at what's going on. Scroll up a little more. Can you make your terminal not as big because it's taking up like half the screen? If you click on it, it'll drag it down. Yeah, there you go. That's good. And then scroll up a little bit. Oh, well, you misspelled style, but I mean, that shouldn't really have caused everything not to work, but let's fix that. And body. Hold Control S to save that, and then click inside your My CSS. Okay. Go back to your main.py. It's so weird. It looks like everything should be good.
I think this is also a problem. Like closing.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that one doesn't have your closing tag. Yeah, switch those to closing tags. But I mean, that shouldn't. That should just mess up that specific paragraph, not like make everything not work. Okay, let's go back to your browser and hit refresh again. We'll get rid of the /test. Oh, well, there we go. Whatever we did, fixed it. So,
Yep. Thank you.
good to go. All right. Okay, can you start sharing again? Okay. And so let's go back to Sololearn. So is everybody else good? Was everybody else able to follow along? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
No, I'm gonna have to follow the video after this.
Nope.
Oh, it didn't work for you? No, that's fine. That's what we're doing for.
I fell really far behind. I don't know how far what I need to do to catch up on this.
Okay, well, we will hold off until after we get through the training, and in the second hour, I'll help you. How about that? But who else said they were having trouble? Oh,
I was too.
okay. Well, I saw David's hand first. So, David, can you go ahead and do screen share? Okay.
Well,
You're missing.
I fell behind, but I'm trying to save the CSS file and it's not even saving, and I don't know why.
Well, the link's got to be in the head, and you don't even have it in the.
Oh, I got it in the
document
wrong
at all.
spot.
Yeah. So yeah, cut that. Well, it's got to be in the head. Well, no, it's still not. You're still not in the head. It's because it's got to be, like click to the end of line 14 and hit enter. Yeah, there you go. And you've got your closing style there. So let's go ahead and put your opening style. So click to the end of line 14, hit enter, and create a opening style sheet.
Oh, well, I can just do that.
Yeah, that works. And then you can just copy it, and then you just paste your closing one right after it on line 15. Well, no, you can't put your link in the style sheet. Like you'd have to do it on line 15 or bring line 16 down.
Like that.
Yeah, and then like on line 16, put your closing style tag. Okay, and then add the greater than or whatever. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's delete line 26 and 27. Okay, and then hit save. And then click those two documents at the top to, yeah, right there. And okay, so you don't have a my CSS, so let's go ahead and create that. Go ahead and click on the static folder. Yeah, right there, and then add the add document one, the little piece of paper icon, or actually that'll work too, I think. But yeah, new file right there at the very top. And then type mycss.css, all lowercase. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do something there. So let's go ahead and say body, and then the squiggly brackets, and hit enter, and do color, and then colon, red, and then semicolon. So we're saying all the text. That's yeah. You gotta do, yeah. There you go. And then save that. Control, yeah. And now go ahead and open your local server in your browser, 127. Or if you just go to a browser, and I'll just tell you what to type. You have your browser on like a different screen, because all I'm seeing is your Visual Studio.
No.
Maybe when you saved it, you did or not saved it. Maybe when you shared it, you clicked like Visual Studio only or something. So hold on, I'm gonna do stop share for you, and then let you share again, and you choose like your browser or desktop. Desktop works. That's everything. Okay, and go ahead and hit refresh. Can't really see your, okay. You're probably gonna have to empty your cookies or your cache. So what browser are you using? Dave, you're muted.
Microsoft Edge.
Okay, I don't really work with that, so I don't know how they empty cache. I'll figure it out after, and we'll come back to you.
All right, no problem.
Okay, and then Samantha, do you want to do share screen real quick?
Okay. Is it working?
Okay, go to your Visual Studio and click in your terminal because you're on like Jupyter variables.
Oh, I don't know how to get out of that. What do you mean?
Oh,
It's all right there. Never mind.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's running. Scroll down to the bottom. Let me see if it's still running. Or yeah, okay, no, it's not running. Okay, go ahead and paste the stuff from the drive. Okay. Now go back to your 127 5000 in your browser, or control click that, either way. Okay, we got nothing, so that's a start. So let's go to, yeah, click in there and go to your main.py. Okay, so, oh, you put MCSS and then you made it my CSS. You just gotta add a Y there. And then hold Control S to save that. And then did you do anything in your style sheet in your my CSS?
I just followed along with the last person you're helping.
Scroll up to the top. Oh, okay. So let's go ahead and go to your browser and hit refresh. Hit refresh. And there you go.
Okay, well, thanks.
Okay, and then Patricia A, you said you were or not? Was it Sand? Who said they were having trouble? Hold on, let me look at the chat again. Yeah, Patricia A.
Yeah, it's me.
So do you want to do share screen real quick? And then Lewis, I see your hands up, so we'll get to you. But she commented earlier, so.
Yeah, full disclosure though, I think I broke my code because I saw when I was running it, it kept having errors and problems. So I tried to find the problem myself and try to fix it, and I think I messed it up. So I'm gonna share now.
Okay.
Okay. Shoot.
It's hard.
Is it sharing or no?
Yeah, it is. Go ahead and expand your yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, I missed something.
Yeah, so okay, scroll down a little.
Mm-hmm.
And keep going. I want to see if that's actually okay. So that is actually everything. Okay. Okay, go to the top. I wasn't sure if you copied and pasted that or what. Go ahead and on line 24, click to the end of line 24, and then add 3 quotation marks, 3 double quotation marks, and then a bracket, like a backward C bracket.
Wait,
or parentheses, I mean. Like a backward C parentheses. So like shift 0. Oh, okay.
Wait, that's on shift 0.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, got that.
There you go. Okay, and now hold Control S.
Control F.
Yeah. Oh, and you deleted your test too. Okay, so hit enter and type class, all lowercase, and then space, and then test with a capital T, and then parentheses, and yeah, and then type base handler with a capital B and a capital H, all one word though.
Base handler.
And then click outside of that and put a colon.
Oh wait. Shoot, what am I doing?
There you go. And hold Control S. And then what did you do? Let's look at your My CSS and see what you put in there.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do something. Do body. And you guys can, the stuff I tell you to put there, you guys can change it later to play around with
Oh,
it.
body tag or
Yeah.
just body?
No, in CSS documents, we don't put tags. All we do is we just reference what we want to change. So we'll all lowercase body. And then the squiggly brackets.
Oh, here.
It's like right below the mic. Yeah, there you go. Hit enter and type color. And then colon. Yeah, there you go. And red. And semicolon.
Oh wait, sorry.
And save that. Control S.
Control S.
Yeah, and now let's go to your or do you have your Visual Studio run your local server? Is it still running?
I think it is. I haven't checked like lately, but we
Well-
did it
well, actually,
together. I think.
I don't know if it did. You probably closed it because I don't see your terminal going. So do terminal, new terminal. Okay, and then just run the stuff from the drive.
With debugging.
No. The stuff from the drive. So like the Flask app, main, all that stuff. Or if you're a fast typer, I can just tell you what to type.
Yeah, I'm a fast typer.
Okay. Type set. All lowercase set.
Oh, by output.
Oh, no, you were right in the terminal. You were good. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just, yeah. Set space, and then all uppercase Flask _ app.
App.
Equals, and then lowercase main, and then enter, and then set, and then space, and then all uppercase Flask _ env for environment, and then equals dev, or no, sorry, develop equals lowercase development, and then enter, and then Flask run.
Flask run.
Oh, sorry, all lowercase Flask run. Oh, you pasted something. We gotta delete that.
Okay, Flask run.
And enter. Go to your main.py. And scroll. Oh yeah, you are missing a add a tab so click to on line 12 where it says self at the very beginning. Click right before it says self. Well, and then yeah, now add a tab and hit Control S to save. And now type Flask run again.
Here at the bottom.
Not all lowercase. And there you go. So now go ahead and hover over your 127 5000 and hold Control and click that.
Oh,
And there you go.
awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. And you probably want to save that stuff from the drive that, like, you could just download that running local server form from the drive. So you
Yeah.
got it on the computer, just copy and paste to get it running if you decide to close it again.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And did it make has everybody I've been helping, has it made sense what we're doing to get everything working? I'm not just like showing you what to do, like by creating the style sheet and typing stuff you guys are tracking, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it does.
Okay. Lewis, you want to do share screen?
Yes, sir. All right. So this is my screen. And this is what I'm getting. It has this. And
and what are you? Oh, you're okay. You put your link tag in a style tag, and you don't need to do that. In fact, you can't do that.
okay.
Go ahead and delete line 22 and 24.
Gotcha.
And hold. Oh, you already saved it. Good. Click your My CSS so I can see what you added there.
I haven't added anything.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's add something so you can see it work or whatever. Let's go ahead and do P. So for paragraph tags, squiggly brackets, color red.
Semicolon.
Yeah. And then the colon to close it.
Just like that?
Well, no, you got click to the left, click left one, and then add a semicolon.
Semicolon. That's what
Yeah, and that's what separates it. So the reason we add the semicolon, so the colon is obviously to differentiate what, like you're saying, okay, what do you want to change? You want to change the color. What do you want to make the color? You want to make it red, right? And that semicolon after is so you can keep adding more stuff. So like you're not just going to change the color a lot of times. You'll change like the color, and then you'll change the font style, and then you'll change the whatever. Like you'll add lots of stuff, and that's why you have to add that semicolon to separate, because you could do it all on one line, but what we generally like to do is have each thing on a separate line just so it's more readable. But yeah, okay, so now, wait, do you have any paragraphs? Click in your main.py. Yeah, you got some paragraphs. So, okay, so let's go ahead and go to your local server and hit refresh. And there you go.
changed it to red. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
and it changed the background as well.
Yeah, because we had that background color in the My CSS. So,
Well, why wasn't it picking it up before?
because you had it in the style tags, and the link tag is, you had your link tag.
Oh, that's right.
The style tags, and
That's right.
it doesn't work that way. So,
Okay.
okay. Mark H, you got your hand up. And the reason I'm going through this with all you guys is because as we go through rather than just wait until after and helping all y'all, is because as we're going through CSS, you're gonna want to keep adding more CSS to like either your external style sheet or at least somewhere to test out what we're learning. So that's why we're going through that in case y'all were curious. Because I know it's been an hour, but we'll just keep going so y'all can learn some more. Okay. Mark, what?
Okay, for start, remember when you helped me set up for all the lines you had me delete out?
Oh yeah. Well, let's just change that back so that you can.
Well, I open up another one. Can we start off with this or get rid of it?
No, you can't do that.
Okay.
Go ahead and delete that. Go ahead and in that main dot, hover over your main 1.py on in the left, and go down one to the one.
Yeah.
And, right click
Control click.
and let's delete that.
All right.
Okay. So what we can do is we can change this back to the way you had it initially. So go ahead and delete lines 12 through 14. Okay, and hit tab twice. And type, delete one tab. And type self. Dot response. Dot right. Oh, sorry, right with the W, like your handwriting. And then a parentheses. So shift 9.
Oh, there it is.
And then 3 double quotation marks. We'll delete the 3 and just add 3 double quotation marks. And then hit enter twice. You needed to bring that with you. Yeah, bring that. Hit enter twice, and then add 3 double quotation marks. And let's just go ahead and, so you don't have to type out the whole HTML document, pull up your index.html and just copy all that, Control S or whatever.
All this?
Oh, well, we're gonna have to change this because you got like 3 bodies there.
Yeah,
or 4 actually. Right.
Yeah, I was adding stuff, it wasn't working, and I was trying to move things around, and it was just, yeah.
That's why you gotta ask questions when it's not working, so I could help y'all figure out so you stay on track. I don't even want to copy this because there's too much. Well, let's fix it. Let's fix it before copying it.
Okay.
So delete lines 5 through 7, or actually through 8. Yeah, delete that. Delete line 9. No, line 9.
Oh shoot.
Delete line 21 and 23. Now 22, yeah. And then at the very bottom, add a closing HTML tag. And your nav's kind of just a closing link. Yeah, just delete. Yeah, there you go. Your nav's kind of in a weird spot, so let's go ahead and cut lines 22 through 25.
Okay.
And then paste those on like line 9. Oh, wait, what happened?
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Paste them right here.
Yeah. Okay. So now go ahead and do. Oh wait, we got one more closing body tag. End of line 8. Delete that closing body tag.
That's good.
Yeah. So this is the structure an HTML document should look like. It just has one opening and closing HTML, and then above your body tag you've got your head tag. That's good. And then you've only got one opening and closing body, and then everything's in that body. You never put multiple bodies. You can put multiple paragraphs, you can put multiple H1s, all that jazz, but the basic structure, you only do have one opening and closing body. So, okay, let's do Control S or what is it? Control A to select all, and and then go to your. Oh wait, no, and then Control C to copy, and then go to your main.py, and just click into line 13 and paste that. Control B. And Control S to save that. And actually, let's just do save all. So go to file and just do save all. Okay, and now open your local server.
It's not there. Actually, we gotta run it.
Well, no, it's already running. If you just go and do a new tab and just type 127, there you go. And enter, and there you go. Well, now let's go back though, so you can do some CSS stuff. Go ahead in your head tag. So like click to the end of line 15 and hit enter. So you can bring it down a line. And then add a link tag. And then space, and then REL for relationship equals, and then in quotes, style sheet. And then closing quotes, and then space, href, hyperlink reference.
You said what? What'd you say? Href.
Href, and just remember that is like hyperlink reference.
Okay.
Equals, and then quote, double quotes, and then add your closing thing for the tag to your greater than or whatever it is. Yeah, and then click in that in those double quotes and type slash static slash my css.css. And then let's go ahead and hold Control S to save that, and then let's open your my CSS and see what you got in there. Oh, and you got two. You got one in your static where it should be, but then you got another one. So let's delete that one. Right click and then delete that. And yeah. Now let's go to your my CSS in your static folder. So you'll have to double click it.
Oh, this freaking thing kill me.
What thing's killing you?
This portion right here, I can't move the bar. Where the mute and
oh, for the for Zoom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There should be a little arrow like on the far left corner, and you should be able to click that and it moves it to the bottom. Or the far left corner of that little Zoom bar.
Yeah, there's no arrow.
There's no arrow pointing down?
No.
Okay, well then you can drag it too. So like click it, drag it down. Okay. Okay, and now just do P for paragraph, and then the squiggly brackets. Well, that's regular. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And then enter and color colon red and semicolon. And Control S to save that. And then let's click your main.py and do Control S too. I don't know if we changed anything or what, but okay. So now let's go ahead and open your browser. and hit refresh. And there you go.
Okay.
So that's how you do the external, and then the embedded one, you just do a style tag in your head to
Okay.
add it that way, and the inline you just do right in the line like it's the same.
Okay.
All right. So was anybody else having questions or issues with that? So everybody's working there, that you were all able to do a external style sheet and everything?
No, I was waiting for the latter half of the hour, remember?
Oh,
But-
yeah.
But then people kept stacking up on needing help too, so.
Okay, well, let's get you fixed too, since we're already in the later half of the hour. And then we're gonna keep going with CSS, since we took a lot of time out of that and we didn't get a lot of CSS done. So yeah, do screen share. Okay. And then yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, you're not in your. Well, you're not in the Flask.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm trying to reorganize this stupid tag that keeps popping down. It's
No, save.
save. There we go.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead first. Let's go ahead and run your Flask. So go ahead and take the stuff from the drive and paste it in your terminal.
Okay, so are you talking about the class drive?
Yeah, the running local server one. Yeah, right there. And just go ahead and copy those. Yeah, right there. Okay, and then go ahead and open your or control click on, scroll up so you can scroll up in your terminal.
Oh, the terminal?
Yeah. You gotta scroll up. There you go. It doesn't say, what's it called? Okay, that's fine. Just go to your browser and type 127 and it should finish for you. And oh no, just 120. No, you added a dot. Just 127. It popped up and then it went away. So delete the period. Yeah, and add 2. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So now add. So you've been doing everything in your index. So add /test to the end of the 5,000.
Sorry, say again.
Add /test to the end of the 5,000. So like click at the end of the 5,000 and just add /test. And hit enter. And so there you go. But let's go ahead and look at what's going wrong. So click in your index.html and go ahead and take your line 16 through 21 and cut that. Yeah, cut control yeah, cut. And then go and then paste that in your head tag. So It's anywhere in your open, somewhere in your opening and closing head tag. It can be after the title, before, doesn't matter. Okay. And then delete, since you didn't do anything for that line 20, delete that style in line 20. No, don't delete the whole thing, just delete the style equals and then the quotes with nothing in it. And then delete that other quote. And then on line 21, you closed your paragraph, but you have to actually add that class change color in your paragraph tag, your opening paragraph tag. So delete that the greater than, like this between the P and class. Yeah, you got the greater than or whatever. No, not that one. To the all the way to the left. Yeah, see that one? So you closed it. So let's delete that. And
Oh, okay. I see what happened.
yeah, and save that. And then so now let's go ahead and add so in your head tag, so go ahead and click to the end and hit enter and add a link tag. Oh, you gotta make it a tag though. Oh, there you go. That works. Nice trick. Okay, then go ahead and add /static. Or you can just choose static there. And then choose your index or your mycss.css there. Okay, and then hit Control S to save that. And then let's open your mycss. So I can see what you did there. Okay. All right, so click back to your index.html. And see what, okay, so you're using the paragraphs red other than though. Okay, you didn't do anything with change color. So let's click in your mycss and click to the end of line 3 and then hit enter. And then type dot change color, because to reference a class, you do it with the period and then the name that you named the class. And then your reference and then do the squiggly brackets and hit enter and do color blue. And there you go. And then hold Control S to save it. And now look at your browser. And hit refresh, and there you go. So, all right. Any questions?
No, I think I got it.
Okay, cool. All right. So we got everybody now, right? Everybody squared away. Okay. Then let's go ahead and move on. Could my screen share please screen share again?
I think two people still have their hands up.
I thought we helped them. Lewis, didn't we help you?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to put my hand up.
Yeah, no worries. And Mark, I think we helped you too, right, Mark?
Yes. All right. Already put it down. Sorry.
Okay, cool. All right. So I forgot who read last, so let's just go with Lewis. Can you go ahead and read this one?
Hold on, I was playing around. Hold on now. CSS syntax. CSS is composed of style rules that the browser interprets and then applies to the corresponding element in your document. A style rule has three parts: selector, property, and value. For example, the headline color can be defined as H1 color orange. The selector points to the HTML elements you want to style. So H1 is a selector, color is the property, and orange is the value. The declaration block contains one or more declarations separated by semicolons. Each declaration includes a property, name, and value separated by a colon.
All right, let's hit continue. And what's the answer?
In the rule, the selector selects which element to style.
Perfect. And let's hit check and continue. And Mark, can you read this one?
Type selectors. The most common and easy to understand selector are type selectors. This selector targets elements types on the page. For example, to target all the paragraphs on the page. A CSS or CSS declaration always ends with a semicolon, and declaration groups are surrounded by curly brackets.
Okay. And let's hit continue. And what's the order here?
Be P with the bracket, then color blue, and then squiggly bracket at the end.
Good. And let's hit check and continue. And Samantha, can you read this one?
Yes, hold on. ID and class selectors. ID selectors allow you to style an HTML element that has an ID attribute, regardless of their position in the document tree. Here's an example of an ID selector. The HTML code, CSS code. To select an element with a specific ID, use a hash character and then follow it with the ID of the element. Class selectors work in a similar way. The major difference is that the IDs can only be applied once per page, while classes can be used as many times on a page as needed. In the example below, both paragraphs having the class first will be affected by the CSS. To select elements with a specific class, use a period character followed by the name of the class. Do not start a class or ID name with a number.
Okay. So let's hit continue. And what's the answer here?
I'm gonna have to go back real quick.
Okay. Can you click back?
First one is intro.
Okay, but what do you have to click before the intro?
The hashtag intro.
Oh, perfect.
And my text.
With what before the my text?
Dot my text.
Perfect. Okay, let's hit check and continue. And okay, so now let's go ahead and so we've done examples with the class before. You guys have seen that. So now let's go ahead and do an example with an ID. So can you pull up your Visual Studio? And everybody please follow along with this. Okay, so let's go ahead and on line 33, go ahead and click inside that opening paragraph tag. And then do space and ID equals, and then in quotes, something. And you can name your ID whatever you want, and you can name your class whatever you want, but I'm just naming it something. And then hit Control S to save that. And then go to your My CSS. Oh no, you're in your Visual Studio, your mycss.css. Okay, and then click to the end of line 6 and hit enter. And type hashtag something. And then add a squiggly bracket. And hit enter. And then do font size and equal, or not equal. You have the colon, I can't really see, it's small. Oh yeah, colon, and then let's do 40 px, and that's for pixels. And then hit the colon or semicolon, and hit Control S to save that. And you may need to clear your cookies or your cache, because when you update your CSS file, it pulls from your old CSS file, or it pulls from the CSS file that it has cached. So since you have Safari, go ahead and open Safari and click on develop and click empty cache. It's like in the middle. Yeah, right there. Click that and then hit refresh on your browser. And as you can see, it made it, 40 pixel size. You can also do PT for like point for changing size and stuff, or EMs. I mean, there's lots of options. But yeah, so that's how we do it with a specific ID, is you just reference it with the hashtag. So was everybody able to follow along on that? Is anybody not able to and having issues?
I didn't get the last part after the quotation after something in the main pie.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Yeah, I did everything else, but I didn't get the rest of that.
Okay. Go ahead and do screen share.
Oh, me. Okay.
Yeah.
Just this part right here.
Okay. So one, you close. So anytime you're typing something. Oh wait, you're not even in. Okay, delete all of line 23 because you're not even, or 33 because you're not
33.
even. Yeah, you're not even in.
Oh.
You have to be in the HTML document. So scroll up to the top. So yeah, so you have to actually type it in that HTML that's right there. So scroll down a little. You were just typing on the Python part of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now add a paragraph tag after line 20. And yeah, and then a closing paragraph. And then just in that paragraph type, whatever you want. Okay, and then in your opening paragraph tag, so click inside it, yeah, and then add a space. And then do ID equals something in quotes. Or you accidentally put a B, ID.
ID.
Yeah, equals and then in quotes something, and then closing quotes. And so now we're gonna, so you've already got it linked. So let's go ahead and hold Control S to save that. And then click your My CSS. And okay, and so that's already done. So you're good. So go ahead and go to your browser and hit refresh.
Okay, cool.
And there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, okay, anybody else having issues, or were you guys able to follow along with that? Okay, cool. Can you do screen share again? Oh, wait, David, you had a question?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with mine, but it's not doing any of that.
Okay, can you do screen share? Okay. And okay, so click your main.py. That looks good. Well, your P, your line 23, you put your closing slash at the end of the P, and it's got to be before the P.
Whoops.
No worries. And okay, it should be good. So hold Control S to save that, and then go to your browser.
Yeah. Can you see the browser or? No.
Yeah.
Say that. Microsoft Edge.
Okay, and hit refresh. You're muted. Did you hit refresh? You keep muting. Okay. Did you hit refresh?
Yes.
Huh. Okay. Okay. Go back to your Visual Studio. Okay. You added the something paragraph and that didn't appear, so that makes no sense. Scroll up on your terminal. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, going. Keep going. Might as well just go all the way up to the top. Okay, and now scroll down a little. Huh. Okay.
Because I keep trying to make adjustments to my resume and nothing happens. So I don't know what's going on.
Let's try rerunning your Flask. So go ahead and go to the bottom and hit or just click somewhere and hit Control C. Okay, and then delete that. Yeah, or you just have to hit delete a bunch of times. And then paste the stuff from the drive, the Flask run stuff.
Okay.
Okay, and now hover over that 127, 5000 and click it, or control click. Okay, and then now can you pull up your browser?
Here we
Or,
go.
or just tell me if you see the something on there.
I do, and it's whoops.
Styled. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's changed color.
Sweet. All right, well, good stuff. All right. So, okay, can I get my screen share to screen share again, please? Okay, thank you. And let's go back to Sololearn. So, did we read this one, Descendant Selectors? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. So Mark H, can you read this one? Wait, who's my screen share? Just, oh no, Roger's my screen share. Okay, I just want to make sure I don't call on you since you're exempt for today. Mark H, can you read this one?
Oh, 1 second. All right. Descendant selectors. I can't read it. It's kind of small on the screen. All right. These selectors are used to select elements that are descending of others elements. When selecting levels, you can select as many levels deep as you need to. For example, to target only EM elements in the first paragraph of the intro section. The CSS, as a result, only the elements selected will be affected.
Okay. And scroll down and hit continue. Okay. And what do you think the answer is?
Let's see, drag and drop options. Would it be P?
No, because you're dealing with the descendants. So what first?
Will be the test.
Yeah, but which one? The period or the hashtag? And remember, it's an ID. Yeah, good. IDs are hashtag, classes are dots. And then what?
Then the P.
Perfect. Just the plain P, no hashtag. All right, good. Okay. That seems like a good place to stop for today. So I'll let you guys keep playing around with all the things we just learned, and then if you have any questions, then just let me know. And let me do, oh, hi, my son wants to come say hi, I guess. So, hi. I'll be here in a minute, okay? All right, so yeah, I'm gonna do stop recording.